Yeah, hi everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning to anyone who is watching me. It's been a long time when I've been on social media because of working time. Time does not permit us at times to share a view of message to my fellow friends and brothers on social media. But once again, I am back again. John K is my name. If today is your first time of watching my YouTube channel, you are free to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that anytime I have a message, you also get it and share with other viewers as well. Thank you so much. Today I want to share with you guys about the end times. The end times. Why do I call it the end times? Many religious beliefs, especially Christianity, they used to talk about the end times, or we used to believe that the world is coming to an end. So always we hear stories upon stories, and even if the church leaders, the religious leaders like pastors, elders, or woman of God, or whoever is entitled as church, one of the church leaders, they always talk about the end times, when shows that Jesus Christ will be coming very soon. But I want to tell you today, my brother and sister, I want to tell you, whether you take it or you leave it, to my own personal belief, I believe that there is nowhere called heaven. I believe there is nowhere called heaven. You know where there is heaven? Heaven is abroad. Heaven is Europe. Let me mention one of the examples for you about heaven. Heaven is like New York, the city of New York. That is heaven. Los Angeles, Chicago, Toronto, Vancouver, Rio de Janeiro. Should I mention more? Tokyo as the one of the most largest city in the world. Tokyo is the largest and the beautiful city in the world. It's over 35 million population for one city. And you can imagine, only Tokyo population is more than Ghana. Only Tokyo population is more than Ghana population. As I am part of Ghana, only Tokyo alone. So I am telling you that heaven, Tokyo, is one of the heavens I'm talking about. Or let's use Medina, Mecca, Tel Aviv, Berlin, Hamburg, Amsterdam, Paris, Brussels, London, and so on and so on. Why do I mention all these cities? I mention all these cities to tell you how beautiful they are. That is the heaven. That's why Americans, if American is arranged to insult you, he will tell you, get out of the hell. Get out of the hell. And one of the meaning of heaven is when you are in, especially when you are in a happy time. When you are in the happiest mood, you are in heaven. When you are in your sad mood, you are in hell. You are in a hell. Like a poor man. Any poor man is in hell. And you can imagine there are so many poverty killing Africa. There's so many poverty killing African people. And those people, where are they? They are in hell. They are in hell. The white man who brought the Bible to us, my brothers, they don't talk about the end times. I never hear any white man talking about the end times. White people always have a vision of 50 years ahead. 50 years ahead, that they wanted to do something, that they plan to develop their country, their finances, their life to be more joyfully. But we black people, we are thinking about the coming of Christ. We are thinking about the end times. You see how we reason, brothers and sisters? Brothers and sisters, do you see how we black people will reason? Black people will reason, we talk about the end times. The end times. Always we talk about Jesus Christ is coming, because Bible said it in John chapter 14, verse 1 to 3 or so. It said, do not let your heart be troubled. Ye believe in God, believe also in me. In my Father's house are many mansions. If it were not so, I would have told you, I am going to prepare a place for you. And if I go and prepare a place for you, I will come and take you to be where I am. And the way you know it. And one of the disciples said, Lord, we don't know the way. How can we know the way? He said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father except through me, or but by me. Brothers and sisters, I want to tell you, this is what Jesus said. This is what the Bible said. But I want to tell you, English language for mansion, meaning a tall buildings. Tall buildings. And do you think God, who created us, he don't have sense to create mansions and give us one time? God is a forever reasonable God. He did not finish the world all that he did. That's why he left the rest for us. But the rest is up to us to reason and do it by our own self. White people who brought the Bible to us, they don't wait for God to come and do something for them. They use their brain, beloveds. They use their brain. But because of the treasures we Africans we have, they came down to us and gave us these messages, said in the heaven is the street of gold. Whereas in Africa, everywhere there is full of gold. Because of our gold, they came to took our gold and tell us we are going to live in heaven where there is mansions. I've just mentioned some cities for you where you can see mansions. Look at Hong Kong. Hong Kong, look at their mansions. Look at Shanghai. Look at Beijing. Look at the modern, what do you call it? Dubai. Brothers, look at their mansions. Look at beautiful city like Rome. Look at a place like Milan. Look at a place like Sydney, Australia. Look at a place like Barcelona, Madrid, and many more. So I want to tell you, heaven is Europe, heaven is America, heaven is Japan. It does not mean there are not poor people there. Everywhere you go, there are poor people, there are still rich people, my dear beloved. There are poor people, there are still rich people. So I want to assure you, let's change our mind. Africa, let's change our mind and forget talking about the end times. There is nothing called the end times. And as we read Bible, it tells us that we are image of God. The white man who wrote the Bible even let us know that God created man in his own image. So if God created man in his own image, it means you are also God. Period. You are also God, brother and sister. So I want to tell you, your God is your heart. It is your God that will determine. It is your heart that will determine good to do good or to do bad. Don't mention devil anywhere, or don't go to church and pray, cast devil in the fire. You are wasting your time. Brothers and sisters, you are wasting your time. It's not that I don't love church. I love church as a community. This is what I believe going to church now. I love to go to church as a community. I love to go to church as a community to fellowship with my fellow brothers. You understand me? But I don't believe my going to church is because I want to go to heaven. Heaven is where we are living, brothers. Heaven, our heaven is where we are living. That is the reason why we black people, many blacks are not, we don't want to establish our continent Africa, but we rather want to run to Europe. Look at Libya now. Since Muammar Gaddafi, may his soul rest in peace, since he died, Libya, the Mediterranean Sea have been in disaster for so long a time now. Excuse me. Mediterranean Sea, brothers, have been a disaster for many Africans. Many Africans from Somalia, from Sudan, from Eritrea, and other countries from West Africa, everybody wants to jump to Europe. Come and live a new life. Come and live a new life. And truly, when you come to Europe, you find out that your life is going to be far more worthier than when you are in Africa. So I am encouraging you today who are watching me, John K, who are watching me, that let us make our mindset to be changed. Let's forget about talking about the end times, but rather let's encourage our youth to use their brain to learn something in the schools, in the JSS level, in the SS level, in the university level, in the architectural level, to learn something and lift up Africa. Lift up Africa, and let's invest for good. For the world, as you think, is forever and ever. Some people will die, some people will come, some people will die, some people will come. It will keep on for so long. In believers in religion, Christianity believe the 7-day Bible God created the world in 6 days, meaning a day is like 1,000 for God, which means the world was created in 6 days, and 7 days God rested. And this 7 day, which is going to be millennium reign according to the Bible. But scientists believe this world is over billion and billion years. There are many things scientists can check it, and we Christians we can never check it. It is the same white people who wrote the Bible. It is the same white people who are the scientists. So what do you think a kind of brain white people have? Because they are using their brain. So I want to encourage you, brothers and sisters who are watching me, the end times matter. Let's forget talking about it. Let's forget talking about it. I have never seen a white man telling me one day about the end times, but rather they focus on in the future. Look at Angela Merkel now. They are planning by 2030, which is 10 years more. By 2030, many cars will be projected as electronic cars, whilst we Africans like Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, and all those where Christianity religion is, we are believing we are going to heaven. We are going to be raptured and go and meet the Lord in the air. Brothers and sisters, we are wasting our time. We are wasting our time. You can go to church, believe yourself, you are going to church as a community. Gather yourself together and sing songs and have fun. Have fun. But don't think it's because of heaven you are going to church. And let us use our brain. And don't use Monday to Sunday for church going. You can use one day as part of your living and use the rest of the week to work hard, so that we can also lift up Africa. We are already growing up, but the best time is for our youth to learn something to build up Africa. We can also make it. I believe we can also make it. Me who I'm talking to you, I am playing my part because I want to encourage you who are still young, to learn something, to stop thinking about the end times. And if the opportunity comes for me also to raise up Africa in any way, I will do that. I want to end here with this message. Brothers who are watching me, I believe you understood me, that the end times is not what you think. That is not what white people think. That is what it was written in the Bible is telling us. But there is nothing called the end times. Life goes on till you die. Till you die. When you die, it's your end time. When I die, it's my end time. When the other person dies, it's his end time. But the world itself shall never come to an end. I want to end here with my message. May God bless you. May God who dwells in your heart bless you abundantly. Thank you so much. Bye.